this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Tom Gertenauer. And Tom has this question. Tom asks if it's possible to inadvertently create a thought form, which is to say an artificial entity. Tom also remarks on having heard of houses, for example, or other locations taking on a negative energy, or for that matter, a positive energy, because of events that have transpired there, and asks about this in connection with the idea of inadvertently creating a thought form. So my first answer to this is that these are two different questions. To the first question, can you inadvertently create a thought form? And the answer to that is yes, that is possible. I think it's particularly common among young children, although the imaginary friends that young children often have, I think, are more commonly ancestral spirits or spirit guides, but they can be thought forms or golems, inadvertently created by the child according to need. And sometimes also, thought forms can be carried over from one life into the next, or rather, relationships with thought forms can carry from one life to the next. And so they may appear as if inadvertently created, when in fact in a previous life they were very intentionally created. It all depends on how they were created and how they were programmed, whether they will last that long, whether they will seek you out in a new incarnation, etc. But getting back to the main question, can this happen inadvertently? Well, yes, it can, but never casually. To create a thought form takes a great deal of energy and a great deal of focus, and both of these would need to be present. Not necessarily for a long time, because a great deal of energy and focus can happen all at once. But it's not going to happen without those things. So I wouldn't look for people to be creating them casually through inadvertent thoughts and so forth. But in a moment of extreme trauma or other circumstances that bring to bear tremendous emotion and tremendous focus, well, yes, it is possible. Having said that, the idea of a house or other location taking on an energy, whether good or bad, is also something that absolutely does happen, but it's an unrelated phenomenon. That phenomenon is the idea that the house or other location takes on a charge from things which have happened there, either extremely traumatic events or long-term focus and energy that has happened within the house. For example, if the house has been the scene of many years of unhappiness, it may soak up that energy and just simply be an unhappy house. Or if it has been the scene of a particular tragedy, it may have that very painful energy more or less embedded in it. And similarly, it can have the happiness of many years of happy living embedded in its energy as well. This is why it's always good to cleanse the energy if you move into a new house. Usually that's all you'll need. Sometimes you may need especially thorough cleansing, but that really should take care of it, and also the grounding of the energy. But yes, both of these phenomena do happen, though they are separate phenomena. Now, were you to do a search of our Magic TV archives, you'd find a number of vlogs on these subjects that can give you more information. One of them is called Return of the Golem, which talks specifically about children and inadvertent thought forms. But we also have a variety of vlogs on both of these questions, and I would encourage you to look for them. And those are my thoughts on the subject. I hope you find them helpful, and until next time, may you blessed be. Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you for Pagans Tonight Radio. Pagans Tonight Radio is an online radio network with different hosts and different shows 7 nights a week. There's something for every taste, including Spanish language programming on Saturday evening. Check out paganstonight.com today.
Hello, this is Lady Crystal. I am here with you today to offer today's prayer for peace. I invite you to join me as I do this and to add your energies to this prayer. I pray for peace. I pray for love. I pray for stability. I pray for this nation where I live, and I pray for the world. May peace, true peace, positive peace, reign everywhere. I thank you.